Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, coming back with some more lore reactions from Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm reading my way through the journals of Master Gnost-Dural, who is swiftly becoming one of my favorite, historian-type characters in Star Wars. All of this information that he's giving us is really invaluable. And more than that, the story itself is, really exciting. We just watched Episode 6, which was the Onslaught of the Sith. And I still want to know where they were hiding before they re-emerged in the Tingle Arm with all this massive armada. Where did they build the ships? We are on to Episode 7 now, and it is called Peace for the Republic. No, it's called Peace for the Republic? Question mark? Question mark's doing a lot of heavy lifting here. The centuries immediately preceding the Great War were thought to be one of the most peaceful eras in Republic history. As he dives deeper into the galaxy's history, Master Gnost-Dural discovers new evidence that suggests the dark influence of the Sith Empire was seeping into the Republic even then. Gnost-Dural's latest report isolates one historical incident which suggests there was a Sith Lord pulling strings within the ranks of the Jedi, decades before the war even began. Now, why does that sound familiar? Typical Sith move, right? Doing the whole puppet master thing behind the scenes. Clearly Palpatine was also a student of Sith history. Let's check out the next one. Without further ado, Gnost-Dural Journal number 7, Peace for the Republic? Question mark? Do it! Oh, they didn't include the question mark. I made such a big deal about it, too.
The Great War were a time of peace and growth for the Republic. Dozens of new star systems joined the Galactic Senate.
Nice. Growth.
For the Sith Empire, however, these centuries were marked by a rapid acceleration in the preparations for war.
I was going to say, they're probably having a big industrial boom
themselves.
An
effort in which the Sith showed surprising cooperation and sacrifice. I have long suspected that during this extended period, the Sith spent generations infiltrating Republic political circles.
Oh my god, I hope it's the Ortolan and not the human. That'd be great.
Reviewing historical records, I have uncovered strong evidence of one such case.
Of course it's the human.
Eison Gynt was a fourth-generation Jedi, widely considered to be the most promising Padawan in the Order.
Okay,
Having a similar heritage, the venerated Jedi scholar Master Baral Over took Gynt as his apprentice.
Okay, see where this is going.
The galaxy, studying the mysteries of the Force. Over the years, the pair became more and more ambitious, eventually undertaking a daunting mission.
Is that Yavin?
They set out to explore the ancient Sith temples on Yavin 4.
Yeah, let's go. Massassi.
Their goal was to investigate the final resting place of Naga Sadow.
Look at him.
One of the most powerful Sith Lords who
I love the Massassi design. I really want to see it in live action.
Arriving on Yavin 4, Over and Gynt discovered that Naga Sadow's twisted Massassi warriors had survived the centuries. The Massassi originated as a Sith subspecies, forming the backbone of the earliest Sith armies.
Wow.
But Naga Sadow subjected his Massassi followers to
God, this art is so good.
turning them into dark force-wielding monsters. Gynt and Master Over fought bravely against the Massassi, but they were defeated and forced to flee deep into the temple. There they encountered the dark energies still lingering in Naga Sadow's tomb. Weeks later, Master Over returned to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, alone, wounded and half insane from the tortures he had endured.
Oh, he sacrificed his apprentice to escape,
After a
didn't he?
lengthy recovery, Master Over told a tale of the horrors he faced, and of Gynt's tragic death. Several years passed. Then one day, Eison Gynt mysteriously reappeared on Coruscant,
No shit?
wearing the garb of the Massassi warriors and bent on killing Master Over.
Okay, this just turned badass.
Possessed by the dark spirit of Naga Sadow, Gynt attacked his former master in broad daylight. The brutal
Holy shit, Naga Sadow
was
possessed him and piloted him back here?
all the Republic watching. Gynt's borrowed powers were formidable, but Master Over won the day.
Man, what a tragedy for Gynt. Didn't
Over's
deserve any of
triumph
this.
over darkness was celebrated, and the Jedi Council assumed that all was well.
I like this not Obi-Wan master over here in the corner.
Why would Naga Sadow's spirit seek vengeance, specifically against Master Over? The answer has become clear after a closer look at Over's Jedi heritage. His father and grandfather also went out of their way to visit the tombs of the ancient Sith Lords. They were a family of Sith infiltrators.
Generational
Ober's mission
infiltration.
in Yavin 4 was not for the Jedi.
Like his father's father snuck in, and they just like established themselves for so long.
The Emperor knew the spirits of the ancient Sith Lords could be a threat to his power.
Dope.
When he returned to the known galaxy a century later,
I loved the Bespin aesthetic of that throne.
Ober's trip to Yavin 4 was a preemptive strike. To seal Naga Sadow's tomb and ensure the Emperor's only enemies when he returned would be the Jedi and the Republic.
Damn.
How unfortunate that we've only learned the terrible truth about Master Ober more than a century too late.
Yeah, way too late.
Of course, this revelation only raises further questions.
The Starforge?
What other acts of dark subterfuge were Ober and his family involved in? This will be the starting point of my next report.
Oh, you think that maybe his family, like generations earlier, was involved in the events of KOTOR as well? I guess that would make sense. Man, this one was badass. Like, I've really enjoyed all of the journals up to this point, but I feel like this one could make an awesome, just like self-contained story if they were to tell this story, like in animation or live action. You've got these two Jedi on a mission to Yavin, just turns into a horror movie, and then the same way they presented it to us here, just have him come back, tell the story, and then we find out, you know, when his apprentice shows back up years later with Massassi gear, possessed by Naga Sadow. Like, awesome. That was badass. Also, I think this one might have had my favorite, like, concept art visuals so far. Just the aesthetic of the Massassi temples, ancient Sith stuff surrounded by, like, the jungles of Yavin is just, it's such a cool vibe. And it really makes me think of some of my favorite Legends stories as well. Like the Jedi Academy trilogy by Kevin J. Anderson, which is Luke, you know, setting up the Jedi Praxium in the Massassi temple, and they run into the ghost of Exar Kun, and he possesses Kype Duron, and it's a whole thing. I really loved those stories, so this one kind of gives me that vibe. I really like it. Yeah, man, these journals are so good. I can't wait to watch the rest of them. Thanks for watching. These come out once a week, so stay tuned for the next one. Oh, looks like next up is the Jedi Civil War, so strap in for that. Awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Check out the rest of the channel for more content, reactions, and reviews. Leave me a comment if you have a question or something to say, or if you've got a Star Wars fan film to recommend to me. I'm trying to react to every Star Wars fan film ever made. I have a Discord server. There's a link in the video description here. That's a great place to send me those fan film links. You can also support the channel over on Patreon, get access to a bunch of cool exclusives like early access, full uncut reactions. You can vote in polls and decide what I react to next. Check it out. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.